Hey folks, today I'd like to take a minute to describe or explain our navigational trips in a little better detail. We've got it posted on our website and stuff, but we don't have the great amount of detail in listed there on our website. And really, these navigational trips are, safety based, uh, and it varies a little bit between clients. Some of our more experienced clientele that are just looking for new water, we may not have to spend a lot of time on boat ramp etiquette or the navigation, reading the water, the different colors of the water and stuff like that to determine where our deep water is to where our shallow water is. But for some of the less experienced clientele, it starts with boat ramp etiquette and how to get everything prepared off to the side of the boat ramp. Get your drinks and your ice and fishing rods and stuff like that. Make sure your plugs are in. Make sure your boat's unstrapped and ready to be back down into the water. And that way you're not holding up the boat ramp and maybe making somebody else mad that is ready to go. So it's just a smoother process there. And then once we're on the water there at the ramp, we take a minute to ask the client, what's the area that you're wanting to learn or explore, and we'll show them a few ways to get there with their GPS and explain these different routes before we get underway. And some of them may be tide related, some of them may be wind related, maybe the kind of the smoother route around the bay or something like that. And again, it's safety related, uh, but it also ties into just the etiquette while you're on the water. Trying not to run over fishermen, wading, people wading or people drifting, and showing them how I would approach, a upcoming group of fishermen or coming up on a boat that's drifting, or even anchored up. How to swing around them and give them plenty of room. When the chance presents to give them that room and not mess them up fishing. But then once we get to that certain area, of course, along the way we're marking hazards on the GPS and things of that nature. But once we get to that area, we have we'll power pole down for an hour or two and discuss fishing. I mean, we just get into this in-depth fishing discussion from salooner tables to pressures to how to approach a particular area, and really just try to dissect it kind of the way I think about it every time I leave the ramp with customers, and kind of map out the day too according to winds and tides and things of that nature. Maybe there's a spot we can hit first, or an area that we can, with the given winds, that we can look at first, and kind of go from there and map our way, say, back to the boat ramp for that afternoon. And I wanted to touch on this. I've had a lot of people asking about it, and the detail is just such a game changer, really, in the way we can get you to think. If you do your homework on it and stuff, it will be game changing to the way you approach fishing and approach areas and how to fish these different areas. And not only can you utilize what I taught you in that specific area that you wanted to learn, but it'll also teach you how to think about areas that you already know. So with that, like I said, I just wanted to touch on that and try to go into a little bit of detail about that. We weren't on the water this week. We took the week off, after 4 months of being gone down there in Port Mansfield. We took this week off to do some boat maintenance, some trailer maintenance, and really just kind of regather ourselves to hit it hard, next week. We're blessed this week. We're up on the family ranch outside of Seguin, to be hosting a youth hunt and for spring turkey. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope these kids get some birds. But like I said, just wanted to go over that with y'all. If y'all have any questions, feel free to give me a call or text, either way, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right? Y'all have a good weekend. Be safe out there on the water. Later.